Hello. Today, this is Math 1. It is August 26th, 2019. Bam. This is the turkey, and we're going to talk about two-step equations. This lesson is a complete review of something you did in 7th grade. Hopefully, you brought most of this material with you to my class. So, two-step equations. Let's read the learning goal for me, Nico. Nico.
I can use one variable equations and inequalities to model and solve real-life problems.
And why is this relevant to us? Gavin.
This is relevant to us because math has its own language and rules. By solving equations, I learned the language of math and numbers.
Good. English teachers ask their students to write essays. Few of those students are likely to go on to become novelists or journalists, but writing essays is the best way to learn how to use written language. We're going to be solving math equations. Yes, equations can be used to solve real-life problems, but that's not why we're really learning how to solve them. We're learning how to solve them so we learn the language of math and the rules and how it works. You write essays to learn language, we solve equations to learn the language of math, how it works and how it functions. So don't look at me and say, when am I ever going to use this? Because a lot of equations now are solved using computers and stuff like that. You're going to create software to solve a lot of problems. But we're learning it because these are the fundamental basics of how algebra works. All right, so I have this equation. I have 3x plus 9 equals 36, and this is going into our notes. 3x plus 9 equals 36. Yes. So we're going to do a little skit to kind of explain this. And since Greenlee wants to come up, you can come up and see.
I'll do it.
And bring your back, zip up the backpack and bring the backpack. Greenlee is the 3.
Can I be the X?
All right, you can be the 9. Come on.
Can I
Come on
be
up.
the 30?
Y'all be the 30. The X is the backpack.
Probably the equal sign.
Can I be
Come on up. All right.
36?
So let me move these guys out of our way. All right. So here's Greenlee. She is the 3. She's got the backpack, which is the X. And Maddie is the 9. And I'm looking at that backpack. That's a nice backpack. You get that this year?
Yep.
Is that new? It's a new backpack. It's good. I want that backpack. But
You're the high authority.
2 people are protecting that backpack. I've got Maddie protecting that backpack, and I've got Greenlee protecting that backpack. Look at that. They're protecting that backpack. And my goal is to get that backpack all by itself. Remember, the backpack represents the X. So my goal with the X is to get it all by itself. I want to get the backpack all by itself. But if I go right towards that backpack, I want that backpack. I want that backpack. Maddie's going to clothesline me. Clothesline me. You know what a clothesline is? Put your arm out. Put your arm out. Oh!
Dang.
So here's the deal. I'm not going to go directly to that backpack. I've got to kind of go, and I've got to deal with this 9 first. I need to get rid of that 9. So I go up to the 9. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Yeah? You do anything good this weekend? No? You're like, I don't know, see any movies, anything? Boom! And I take her out.
Oh, jeez. We're having a very
All
serious
right,
conversation.
so this is good. You see where I'm going with this? Okay, you can take a seat. You're out. So, my first thing, I'm sneaking up on the backpack. I'm sneaking up. I'm not going directly to the 3. I'm hitting that 9 first, getting the 9 out of the way.
Get it.
All right. And now I come up. Here's my 3. Walk up to Greenlee.
Wouldn't she see that?
Shh, just go with it. Just go with it. No. Hey, Greenlee. Good to see you today. You having an okay day?
Yeah.
She's just kind of going in. Yeah. Everything's good with you? Yeah. Boom! All right. She's out of there. Take a seat.
That's a rip, dude.
And I've got the backpack all by itself.
She played monkey middle.
So when I'm solving an equation, I'm sneaking up on the variable. I have to know who to deal with first. I'm not going to deal with the 3 first. I'm going to deal with the 9 first. I'm usually dealing with the piece that's furthest away from the variable. So here's our steps for solving this, and we're going to solve this one on our notes.
What's your division?
I'll be the plus sign.
All right. Here are kind of the steps for solving this. All right. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to draw the wall. Same thing that Cowan did. In your notes, draw the wall. I recognize that at some point you'll get past the wall and you won't draw it anymore. I don't have to draw it, but I'm going to encourage you to draw it. Who do I need to deal with first? Okay, Aiden, you've been eager to tell me something. Who do I want to deal with first?
You want to deal with the 9.
I want to deal with the 9. So how am I going to deal with this 9? Everything you're going to tell me today comes off the rainbow poster. How are you going to deal with that 9? Yes, Jackson.
I would like to subtract 9 from both sides.
Perfect. I'm subtracting 9 from both sides. Have I told you what this is?
The marker of destruction.
The red marker of death and destruction. It's coming in here. A 9 minus a 9, they cancel each other out. Chris, what am I left with?
27. Or 3x equals 21.
I'm using the wall to keep my equation lined up nicely. Good. Then, Lizeth, who do I need to deal with next?
3.
3. How do I deal with this 3? So let's go back to this. Who is the variable? Who is bugging the x? 3. What is the 3 trying to do to the x? Multiply. How do you fight multiplication? Divide. Now give me the rainbow poster.
Divide both sides by 3.
Dividing both sides by 3. What is this?
Red marker of death and destruction.
Red marker of death and destruction coming in to destroy the 3's. And I'm left with x equals 9. What does it mean to be a solution?
It's the answer to the problem.
It's the answer to the problem. What does it mean to be the answer to the problem? Gavin says it means to be the solution. Well, what's it mean to you to be the answer to the problem?
It's like what the answer is.
What the answer is. So we just got into this circular logic. The solution is the answer and the answer is the solution. Well, what does that mean? Either one. Okay, here. This is a key to the door. What does it mean to be the key to the door?
Open it.
Oh, so this is the thing that opens the door? So here's what it means to be a solution to an equation or an answer. What does it mean to be a solution? Read it.
If you plug it in, it'll work.
It will
It's
work.
just like a key. If you plug it in and turn it, it should work. The answer should work. Let's see if it does. If I take this 9, I'm going to plug it in and see if it works. 9. What's 3 times 9?
27.
Plus 9?
36.
Did it work? This is what it means to be a solution. If you plug it in, it will work. All right. 5-second count for questions, and then we're going to do a couple more of these, just slightly different. Yes?
Isn't the hand like a good thing that opens the door?
It's an analogy. Don't overthink the analogy. Yes?
What if, because you said you take out whatever's like furthest or way
So-
closest.
Can you imagine this as different layers? Like, who's really, really close to the variable? 3. And then who's a little bit further away? 9. And remember, the 36 is on the other side of the wall. The 36 isn't protecting anybody. It's like saying that I have a bodyguard, but he's outside. That's not helping anybody. These two guys are protecting the x. I want to take out the guy that I come to first, the ones further away, and then take out the ones right next to it.
What if there's like what if there's like a number before, so like. Say
I got it. So I think you're saying something like this. If I have 4 plus 2x equals 12, right?
Well, I was thinking like 4 plus 2x plus something else.
Okay, at that point, we're not a two-step equation anymore. We're a multi-step, and that's tomorrow's lesson.
Oh wait, you have to go back. Oh yeah.
Today, I'm gonna show you 3 types of equations. That's all you're gonna get today.
Okay.
So rainbow poster, I have it posted up here. Add to both sides, subtract from, multiply, divide. So we're gonna do another one. Skip that one. Let's go to this one. We're gonna do 3 more in your notes. Negative 5x minus 15 equals negative 45. Let's turn the camera so that they can see at home. That section over there, take it back a couple notches, wherever that came from. So now, what am I going to start with? Let's go. Lizette, I just talked to you, right? Let's go back there to Micah. What do you want to do first? Good. And then there are things I have to ask myself. Who is the variable? Who is the variable?
Negative 15.
Negative 15 is the variable. That is not correct. Negative 15 is not the variable. Who is the variable? The variable is the letter. Who's the variable? X. Got it. Then, Taryn, who is bugging or protecting the variable? Negative 15 and? Negative 5. Now, Gavin, who should I deal with first?
Negative 15.
I've got to deal with that negative 15. And Presley, how do I deal with that negative 15?
You subtract negative 15 on both sides.
So let's see what happens here. If I don't write this down. Negative 15. Well, what's negative 15 and negative 15?
Oh, wait, no, it's a positive.
It's a positive. Good. So I'm going to add 15 to both sides.
Do you write this part?
Yes, you're following along with me. All right. Okay, who can handle it? Get up here, JJ. Now, with much power comes much responsibility. It's like a katana. Wield it carefully. Good sensei.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get rid of the 15, and then you're also gonna get rid of this 15.
Okay.
You get. Oh,
Nope,
shoot,
nope,
never mind.
no,
Whoa, that was close.
wait, nope. That's put the cap back on. Put it back in the sheath. There we go. Okay, it's close. So that leaves us with negative 5x equals. Oh, let's sing together. It'll be fun.
No.
You're going to
No.
get used to it. You're going to sing and dance in this class. Sing with me. Same sign, add and keep. Different sign, subtract. Keep the sign in a higher number than you are. Exactly. Okay. So the first part, ready? Add and keep. Different sign, subtract. Okay, subtract the 2 numbers.
I did that.
What'd you get, Jordan, when you subtract them?
I'm moving. Sorry. 30.
30. And what's the sign on it?
Negative 30.
Negative 30. Good.
Oops.
Yes. Eli.
X, can I say what X equals?
I'm not there yet because I have one more step to this. And remember, today's not about getting an answer as much as learning the steps involved in this. All right, Nico, what do you want to do now?
Should I do the rainbow question?
Sure, rainbow question.
I would like to divide negative 5 from both sides.
So I understand what you want me to do, but your grammar is off on it. It's like saying me and my friend are going to the movies. You understand what I'm saying, but the grammar's off. Try to fix it.
I would like to divide both sides by negative 5.
Perfect. Negative 5. Negative 5. All right. Red marker of death and destruction. Okay. All in one big stroke.
Made me so happy.
All right, JJ. So what does this leave me with?
I got 6.
What does it mean to be the solution?
It means to plug it in. If you plug it in, it will work.
Let's see, will it work? If I plug it in, will it work? Okay, JJ.
Yes.
5 times 6?
30.
30, but it's
Negative
negative 30 minus 15?
is 15.
Negative 45.
Okay.
Going back to the song, same sign, add and keep. Stop right there. So negative 30 and negative 15 becomes a negative 45. Same sign, add and keep. Good. Questions, 5-second count on questions. We're going to do 2 more with slight variances. Okay. Our next one is x over 2 plus 7 equals 21. And we're going to add some words to this. Put fractions in parentheses. So if I have x over 2 plus 7 equals 21. Okay. Just in case. So if this is the red marker of death and destruction, what is this one?
The happy
The,
marker.
Last
no,
one.
no,
The happy
No.
life.
Happy
the
marker
writing
of
marker.
Life and construction.
The black marker of doom and despair.
Oh. So the blue marker.
the blue marker of
Cool.
whales.
Of add that extra stuff.
Blue marker of depression and sadness.
Oh, the green marker of
Of
disgust.
life.
Disgust.
Green marker of envy.
Disgust. It has to be.
None of my markers are happy markers, are they? Sorry, all right.
You don't.
Happy marker of life and
Come back in. So when I see fractions, I want you to start by putting it in parentheses. So this guy's going to go into parentheses just right away. And when I put something next to it, it's indicating multiplication. Who do I need to deal with first? I feel like Bradley.
7.
7. How do you want to deal with that 7?
Subtract it from 21.
Give me a rainbow poster. What would you like to do?
Subtract 7 from both. I would like to subtract 7 from both sides.
Good. Come on. Jackson, question? Are you guys raising a hand to tell me what to do?
Well, I kind of, because like, at first I thought like, don't you have to leave parentheses first in that situation, but then I realized the variable in, so you don't.
Yep. And so now I'm left with x over 2 equals 14. Boom, boom, boom. Eli, who do I need to deal with now?
X over 2.
That's not an option. So x is, I'm trying to deal with that 2. The 2 is messing this up. I'm trying to get the x by itself. So I need to get that 2 away. What's the 2 doing? Hey, the hands, unless they're questions, keep them down. Just say, the hands, unless they're actual questions, keep them down, because I'm just calling on people. Cool? Okay. Because then I'm like, are they having questions, or are they wanting me answers? So, let me restate the question. Hello. What is the 2 trying to do to the x?
Divide.
Good. How do you fight division? Good. Now you're ready for the rainbow poster. The rainbow. Stop. Up here. Rainbow poster.
I would like to multiply both sides by 2.
Perfect. Here it is. 2. I'm putting this in parentheses. And 2. I'm putting parentheses because I'm about to show multiplication. I'm not going to show it with the little x because then I'll get confused. And over here, I'm not even going to show it with a little dot. So I put a dot, you're going to think it's 14.2. All right. Red marker of death and destruction. You did a good job with that. Come on. Now, Miranda.
That's not a good idea.
Miranda, destroyer of numbers. All right. Thank you, Miranda. And what am I left with at this point, Trent?
X equals 20.
Is that the solution? Trent, is that the solution?
Yes.
How do you know it's the solution?
If you plug it in, it will work.
Let's see if it works. Trent, 28 divided by 2?
14.
14 plus 7?
21.
Did it work? It is the solution. Questions? We're going to do one more. No, yeah, I'm looking at you. Let's go to the next slide. So I have x plus 6 over negative 2. X plus 6 over negative 2. Do you see a fraction?
Yes.
When you see a fraction, what should you do?
Put it in parentheses.
Okay. This is the one that's going to mess with your brain. Who is the variable? Who's the variable, Greenlee? X. Okay, Gavin, who's bugging the X or who's protecting the X, Gavin? And who else? And negative 2. Which one should I deal with first? And recognize that I just slowed everything down, and I've already told you that this is the one. The negative 2. And you're going back to that example with the backpack, and you're like, but that's not right, Mr. Barr, because you told us to deal with the one that's closer, or farther away first, right? Think of this as a 2-story building. There's a person on the ground floor, and there's another person with a backpack on the 2nd floor. Who do I really have to deal with first? The negative 2. The negative 2 is who I have to deal with, because when I go in that building, I walk in the front door, I got to take out the negative 2, and then I go up the stairs, and then I take out the 6. That's the sequence. So right here, that's Maddie, that's Greenlee, that's the backpack. So I got to take out the negative 2. Lizette, what is the negative 2 currently trying to do? How do I fight division? Multiply. Okay. Chris, rainbow poster it. Okay, multiplying both sides by negative 2. Adding parentheses right here to show the multiplication. Oh, I'm using the blue marker.
That's depression and sadness.
Welcome to my class.
Not the writing.
Come on, get up there. Did you already red marker it?
Yes, sir.
You did?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
I was just like chopping things off.
See, it's a good class. You get your aggressions out in this class.
That's not funnest.
I had 2 red markers.
Nice.
I had 2 red markers.
It's alright. Oh, it's alright. It's just a cord. Everything's good.
It's still plugged in.
Everything's fine. We're still going. All right. There we go. Aiden, tell me what to write.
So you want to write x plus 6 equals parentheses 17. Wait, no. 17.
Okay. Before you give me the answer, Micah, what is this telling me to do right here? Multiply what by what? Okay, 17 by negative 2?
Oh, negative 34.
Good. All right, Taryn, pick it up from there. What would you like to do? Subtracting 6 from both sides. going to be our last red marker of the day. Mr. Fisher?
Gosh dang it.
We'll bring the red marker back tomorrow. Here it is.
Wait, so I'm chopping off this right here.
Man, I'm not telling you what to do. All right. You guys are still learning how to use it. It's all right.
You only do one stroke. You cut both heads off at once.
I mean,
Sometimes I think it's better to do
The
two
bloodiest the
clean
better.
strokes than one like ah.
Cause then
what if I just
Yeah,
like,
then
what
you're
if I
more pain.
scribbled?
Cause then if it gets
They're
stuck.
not pain. You cut jagged lines in their neck.
Are we trying to make them hurt?
Yes! You're killing them. That's death and destruction.
You don't have to kill them with.
Wait, what's bring them out of
Well,
Alright.
that marker's name is death and destruction.
Be polite and kind.
Hey, we're gonna sing. We're gonna, the part that's relevant, we're gonna sing at normal tone, and then we'll go quiet. Ready? So, same sign and keep. Right. Go one more time. Same sign, add, and keep. That's all we have to do. Okay, same sign, add, and keep it. And that puts me at -40. Is this the solution? How do you know it's the solution?
Because you gotta check it, and it should be right.
JJ, how do you know this is the
If
solution?
you plug it in, it will work.
Let's see, does it work? What's -40 plus 6, JJ? -34 divided by -2? Positive 17. It did work. Yeah?
Well, I saw the -2, but I realized that'd be stupid different.
Okay. And look up the homework and tell me what it is, please. It's in iExcel.
Oh. Have fun.
Knockout.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, tougher. We got to play map knockout. Sorry. I forgot about that. Awesome.
It's Algebra 1, GA4.
All right. No, I'm not ready for that. Okay. Everyone's going to have to talk to me. I'm going to start right over here with Jackson. So, Jackson, what do you want to do first? Rainbow poster. I would like to.
I would like to subtract 3 from both sides.
Lizeth, after that, the 3 is gone. What do you want to do now?
I'd like to subtract 2
Nope. So right now, I'm looking at 2x equals 7. But what's the 2 trying to do to the x?
Oh, yeah, I would like to divide both sides by 2.
Good. Lizeth, will you come sit here? You're going to push the space bar when I tell you to. All right. Push it. Chris. Oh,
Wait.
where are we?
We're supposed to be on.
Okay, boom, 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 right there. You see the space bar when I tell you. Right here. Chris, what do you want to do first?
Subtract 3 to both sides.
So if I do -3 minus 3, that's going to end up with
Add
add 3 to both sides. And then Maddie, after that, what would you like to do?
divide 2 by both sides.
Fix the grammar.
I would like to divide both sides by 2.
Good. Next one. All right. Aiden, what would you like to do?
I would like to subtract 3 from both sides.
From both sides. Micah, what would you do after that?
I would like to divide both sides by
Good. Next slide. All right. Taryn, what would you like to do?
I would like to subtract 3 from both sides.
Good. Gavin, what will you do after that?
I would like to divide 5 from both sides.
Fix the fix the grammar.
I would like to divide both sides by 5.
Good. And I want you to see there's a difference there. I can't divide 5 by both sides. That doesn't make sense. How do I take a 5 and divide it by both sides? Doesn't mean I divide it by 3 and 10. I don't know. But I can divide both sides by 5. There's the difference there. Good. Next one. What would you like to do, Presley?
You have to put the X over 9 in parentheses.
Okay, cool. I put it in parentheses. It's in parentheses. What would you like to do?
And then you have to divide both sides by 9.
No, and you went right for the backpack, and that 10 just slammed you.
Oh, you have to add 10 to both sides.
Adding 10 to both sides. That's good. Jordan.
Then you multiply both sides by 2.
Multiply both sides by
9.
9. Good. Next slide. Bradley, what would you like to do?
Subtract 9 from both sides.
Subtract 9 from both sides, and then Nico?
Divide both sides by -3.
Let's start. Who's the variable?
M.
And who's bugging the m?
9.
The 9's already gone. Bradley took care of that.
The -3.
-3. What's the -3 trying to do? So if I have m over -3, what is that negative? What operation is trying to occur right there? Divide. How do I fight division? Multiplication. So right now you've got the word multiplication and you have the number 3, -3. Multiplication and -3. What would you like to do?
I would like to multiply both sides by -3.
Good. Next slide. Eli, what would you like to do?
I would like to get rid of the 7.
Rainbow poster.
Oh. I would like to divide both sides by.
You're going right here. If you go right there, that 7's going to lay you out. That 7 is Maddie right there. You've got to take care of that -7 first. That guy comes first.
I'd like to get rid of the 7
How are you going to get rid of the 7?
by adding both sides. Wait.
So this 7 right here, he's a negative. How do I fight a -7? I fight a -7 with a
Oh,
+7. So we've got the word positive, which means adding and 7. Rainbow poster for me.
I'd like to add both sides by 7.
Fix the grammar.
I
I would like to add 7 to both sides.
Oh.
JJ, the 7's gone. What do you want to do now?
I would like to divide both sides by 1.5.
Good. Next slide. Boom. Trent, what would you like to do?
I would like to subtract 63.
Good. Miranda, what would you do after that? Good. Next slide. Greenlee, what would you like to do?
I would like to add 7 to both sides.
Gavin, what would you like to do?
divide both sides by -3.
Next slide. What would you like to do? Jackson.
I would like to subtract 5 from both sides.
Okay, and then Lizette, what would you like to do? Multiply both sides by -6. Next slide. Chris, what would you like to do?
Add 88 to the
Add 88 to the 7? I can't hear. One more time, louder.
7. Add 88 to each side.
Add 88 to both sides. After that, Maddie, what would you do?
I would divide both sides by -7.
Good, next one. Aiden, what would you do?
I would like to subtract the 9 from this.
Micah, after that.
I would like to divide both sides by 6.
Good, next slide. Is that my last slide?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom, now I'm ready for the homework. What is it?
I excel.
I excel
Algebra
1,
1.
J4.
No, it's J5.
J4.
Wrong one, sorry.
Done. Start working on it. All of your work, if you have to show work, show it in your math notebook and be organized with it.
So you got like homework work.
Wait, is
Yeah.
this one 20 minutes or 100?
20 minutes or 100. If it takes work, you write it in your math notebook and you show the work.
What do you mean if it takes work?
Well, some of these, you like 2x plus 1 equals 5. That the answer is 2. I mean, some of these you can do in your head.
What if you could do like the Russian characters?
Well, so that's a judgment call. If you need to show work, show it in your math notebook. If you don't,
I
you
get
don't.
that.
Like, that's what, 2 plus 2? 4. 138 plus 98 plus 42 plus 73. Stack it up and show the work. You get the difference.
Take a while for me to do it. Okay.
Yeah, it's not worth it. It'd be faster to write it out. All right, and I'll be calling people to come back and talk to me because I'm lonely. Okay, I gotta stop the live stream. That's just been out. Yep. There we go. Mr. Barre. So sad and lonely with all his markers.
So sign off.
What's going on?
I don't know who hasn't been up and wants to come up. Have you been up?
No.
Come on up.
Let's go, Jordan.
I thought you were all sad and tired today
Well,
though.
now it's time.
Now, 'cause I
have
know.
the red marker.
Because this class re-energizes people. Okay,
Okay.
we're gonna look right there.
Okay.
We're gonna say, "Hi, I'm Mr. Barre."
Hi. Make sure to subscribe and leave a comment of what your favorite part of the video is.
Oh, that was good.
Okay, bye.
Nice. Bye-bye.